On average, most YouTubers make a tenth of a penny per view on their YouTube ad revenue. I bet you a lot of you did not know that. This is why most online content creators try to supplement their income instead of just relying on ad revenue and creator funds. They do other things, whether that is brand deals and sponsored content, affiliate marketing, or membership communities. Today, I want to talk about 8 of the most profitable niches on YouTube, and to keep it interesting, I'm not going to be covering personal finance or real estate in this list. They are off the list. So before we do that, I want to actually tell you 5 things that make a niche profitable in YouTube so that you can earn a little bit more money and so that you can understand the list. Number 1, high CPM ad rates. When content creators make money on YouTube and are monetized, by the way, if you don't have your YouTube monetized yet, you will want to check out my videos on how to get 4,000 watch hours on YouTube and the YouTube monetization process and how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. All those videos will be linked in the description of this video. But yeah, high CPM rates, cost per mil, are how you get paid on YouTube ad revenue. The average YouTuber makes between $1 and $5 CPMs across most niches. And that means that at the end of the day, they are taking home about 50 cents to $2.50 for every 1,000 views that they get on YouTube. And that's why some YouTubers make a tenth of a penny per view. However, there are more profitable niches in YouTube that pay over $10 in CPMs, some going as high as $20, $30, or even $50 in CPMs. This channel on average tends to have $30 CPMs on most of my videos, but there are videos that do a little bit more and a little bit less, but almost all of them are over $10 CPMs. Something else that helps you with earning more money on YouTube is if your content is evergreen, because it means that it stays profitable because it keeps bringing in viewership, which means it keeps bringing in ad revenue and keeps bringing in clicks on links for either affiliate marketing or for selling your own products or merchandise, things like the creator hat and things like that in terms of print on demand products. So those are all possibilities. They also can help you recruit for your membership website or your YouTube channel memberships. Just remember that if you have your own membership website, you keep all of the profit and you just pay an expense. But if you do YouTube channel memberships, YouTube takes 30%, the creator takes 70%. When it comes to YouTube ads, you get 55% and YouTube gets 45%. Keeping all of your money is typically better. Video content that allows you to diversify your revenue streams, like we've been talking about, the thing that I preach the most, diversify those revenue streams. Those things are more profitable. There are niches that are more limited in the diversity of their income streams. It very much is difficult sometimes to expand your revenue streams in niches like vlogging and gaming as a primary example, but it might be easier to do in niches like tech or beauty. So just remember, diversity of income streams makes something more or less profitable. Sponsorship potential is another one of our 5 factors that determines the profitability of a niche in YouTube and on social media. Not every niche has the same levels of sponsorship available to them. I tend to find that things like software as a service and tech products and things of that nature tend to have much higher budgets and that they typically have a larger range of available sponsorships. There are more limited players in other niches. I find that lifestyle actually is a massive niche in terms of the fact you can get almost every type of sponsorship. So just keep those kind of things in mind. And finally, factor number 5 when it comes to a profitable niche: does this niche have a buying audience? I hate to be somewhat critical or dismissive here, but it's like there's either a buying audience or a broke audience. And that's neither here nor there. You have to make the content that you're suited to. But when you have a buying audience, when you have an audience that has disposable income, then you can have direct audience support a lot more easily because it's less of a sacrifice for people. However, when you have an audience that's a little bit broke and doesn't have that money, primary example, when you have a super young audience, people who don't have disposable income, people who aren't working, then it is harder to make money because even when it comes to sponsorships, they have less disposable income. They're less likely to click on those sponsor links, drive less traffic, less performance, which means sponsors don't always gonna come back unless it's just a advertising and awareness play for them. It's harder to do affiliate marketing and it's harder to directly sell things to your audience. The only thing that people in this situation typically buy to support creators is things like merchandise, and that's very rare. And on occasion, maybe there might be a donation here or there. But the more affluent your audience is, the more that is a buying audience, the easier it is to get direct support and to be able to make content creation a full-time income. So now let's get into the 8 niches that I think capitalize on these 5 things the best. And yeah, I'll probably do a 15 most profitable niches video at some point because I could go further than these 8. Number 1 is the car and automotive niche. This might be a surprise to many of you, but this definitely has double-digit CPM potential. I've seen ad revenue on car and automotive channels be anything from $15 CPMs all the way up to $35 CPMs. It largely just depends on a number of other things, length of content, number of ads, mid-rolls, pre-rolls, those kinds of things all play a factor here, but that niche is extremely lucrative and it does have an affluent audience attached to it and a very unique culture. It does have some opportunities when it comes to brand deals and sponsorship, believe it or not, while maybe not as much as tech or beauty, but it is still there. There is also an enthusiast market where there may be some affiliate opportunities when it comes to different kinds of accessories and things of that nature, and affiliate opportunities working directly with manufacturers, which can be a higher cut. It can be as much as a 15% affiliate commission or maybe even a 20, which is definitely going to be great compared to Amazon affiliate revenue. So just kind of keep those things in mind. Next, we have the outdoor and adventure niche. This one might surprise you in terms of how lucrative it can be. Number 1, when it comes to the outdoor and adventure niche, you have an unlimited ability to capitalize on Amazon affiliate links and be part of the Amazon influencer program. Almost anything you can think of for everyday carry, wilderness, outdoors, and survival gear is available on Amazon. And the thing is, because of the volume of sales and the repeat use of your links, buyer's guides, and things like that, this would be very lucrative, as well as the ability to demonstrate these products in your videos. And with YouTube's new YouTube shopping features and tagged products coming soon to more and more channels, this is going to mean that even without going through that extra effort and work, that products are going to be displayed in the content somewhat automatically as this gets more refined, helping you make more money on top of very lucrative ad revenue. This is another double-digit CPM type niche. And again, I've had all kinds of creators sharing with me in DMs in Twitter. Follow me at Roberto Blake on Twitter if you want to talk about YouTube stuff, content creation, and making money online. But it's been really interesting to get data and feedback from content creators showing me their CPMs and talking about how much money they're making. And I was really shocked at how lucrative this can be. There are content creators who have shown me that they're making over $250,000 a year in this niche easily. I've even seen creators up to $500,000 in this niche, even without having 1 million subscribers. So my mind was totally blown by just how profitable this is. As for brand deals, just like how it's so lucrative in Amazon with the affiliate links and also with manufacturer stuff, there's a ton of brand deals available in the wilderness, outdoor, and survival niche, especially people who are doing challenge videos. There's just a lot there. And the content is evergreen and enjoyable because it is a perfect way to marry both lifestyle, entertainment, and some small form of education in there. And it does have the ability to reach a broad audience and massive appeal. So don't sleep on this niche. It is something that I think is actually going to blow up even more in a post-pandemic world. Number 3, the marketing niche. The marketing niche covers a lot of things. So with marketing, you could be talking about social media apps, programs. You could be talking about email marketing, affiliate marketing. You could be talking about digital marketing, or you might be someone who runs a social media agency. You could talk about your business and the behind the scenes, the ins and outs of that. You could be talking about growth strategies in different platforms, so on and so forth. This is an amazing niche because when it comes to just the diversity of income that it provides, that's already massive enough. But as for ad revenue and CPM rates, I have seen anything from a baseline of $20 CPMs with this all the way to $60 CPMs. And that's even personal experience here on this channel. Some of my most lucrative videos of all time have revolved around marketing and social media, as well as things like affiliate marketing, e-commerce, social media, digital ads, so on and so forth. Even talking about YouTube would be classified in some regards as marketing, at least video marketing. So this niche has high CPMs, allows you to affiliate marketing for software as a service, which has monthly recurring revenue, MRR. So you're making monthly affiliate commissions on software as a service. You guys know that that's one of my most lucrative revenue streams, doing about anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 a month with TubeBuddy. And then I also have other things like ConvertKit and Kajabi for recurring affiliate commissions from software as a service. My favorite thing in the world. It's also really good because, again, it only works if people are satisfied with the product and remain loyal, returning customers month after month paying their bill. So the good news is that in a system like this, everybody wins. There's nothing going awry with that. It's also a little bit better on some one-time purchases as well because of things like web hosting, affiliate marketing, and other different tools that you could recommend. So there are bounty commissions out there for $100 on a verified sale, all the way up to $300. So marketing is an extremely lucrative niche, but it is very prohibitive because you actually have to know what you're talking about. Niche number 4 is the camera niche. You guys are no stranger to my very expensive camera gear, which I love so very much. I love my very expensive camera gear. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's one of my personal favorite things, but it's also massively lucrative. I actually recommend camera gear all the time. I'm actually planning to do a breakdown of all of the gear that I use for this YouTube channel and how I upped the quality of my videos drastically. And here's the thing about the camera niche. In Amazon affiliate marketing, if you sell a professional camera lens, it is roughly somewhere from a $75 to a $140 commission, depending on what the lens is. Could be that much or higher on camera bodies. Meaning every single time you make 10 sales, you're basically gonna make $1,000. If you have a dedicated channel to camera gear, it obviously can be massively lucrative depending on the gear. Now, obviously there's cheaper and budget gear that has lower commissions on it with Amazon, but it does happen to have higher volume, so you can do the math there. BH Photo Video offers an even more lucrative affiliate program than Amazon. So these are two definite options in the affiliate marketing side. But what about the ad revenue? The ad revenue in this niche is actually higher than general tech and can be double digits. It could be anywhere from a $10 CPM all the way up to an $18 CPM is what I've been seeing from this, not only for myself, but from other content creators that I'm affiliated with. So this is actually something that could be wildly profitable. Obviously, you can get sponsorships around things that involve camera gear, gimbals, audio gear, lighting, and so on and so forth, as well as editing software and either other things like Squarespace, Epidemic Sound. So the camera niche definitely has money in it because the people who play in that space have money to spend, or at least they need to if they want this stuff. And of course, camera gear and other products like that, they last a long time. People, tend to hold on to them. So the content is evergreen and it's going to be around generating money for a long time to come. Number 5 is the e-commerce niche. E-commerce is obviously online sales, online business, which ties perfectly to the YouTube and Shopify conversation, with YouTube and Shopify combining for YouTube shopping, offering us more opportunities. You guys also know that I do print on demand products for my merchandise with Spreadshop. That's where you can get the creator hats, creator hoodies, and so on, which is going to obviously be in the YouTube merch shelf down below. And if you're a YouTuber with 1,000 or more subscribers and your channel is monetized, you now have access to YouTube shopping and the merch shelf, whereas this used to be gate kept at 10,000 subscribers. So there are more content creators who are gonna make money from this. It's a great opportunity. The e-commerce niche itself usually is content creators who are talking about things like selling products online, whether that's print on demand products, whether that's physical products through drop shipping, whether that's doing your own e-commerce through Shopify for your digital downloads, or for print on demand products that you want to outsource with things like Printify or Printful and other types of e-commerce vendors. So there's a variety of ways to cover this niche. It's not a one size fits all thing, and you don't have to only talk about Shopify or Spreadshop or Spring. There are other things in e-commerce that exist. Primary example is digital product sales, memberships, things of that nature, courses. So you could be in this niche even if you're doing something else. I use Kajabi for Awesome Creator Academy and for how I use that for my coaching business as well as my digital download products. And so when you talk about these things, there is a good opportunity for the affiliate marketing side. The e-commerce ad revenue is astronomical. We are talking $30 to $80 CPMs. And on top of all that, you could be promoting and selling digital products of your own. There's affiliate marketing, sponsorships. There's all types of ways to earn in this niche. And it is insanely lucrative, producing some of the highest paying channels in YouTube and minted YouTube millionaires like Beheza. So definitely a niche to look out for. But again, you have to actually know what you're talking about. Number 6 is the productivity niche. This is a niche that should get a lot of people's attention. One of my favorite content creators in this niche is Ali Abdaal, also my good friend Thomas Frank, and you also have people like Matt Diavella, who I'm also a big fan of in this niche, as well as many others. Productivity is universal because just like how we care about money, and that's where e-commerce, make money online comes in, we also care a lot about time. Money and time are two of the things that unite us the most, along with health. So these are obviously always going to be great niches, have evergreen content, and have wide-ranging appeal to be able to generate views. But the interesting thing with productivity is productivity combines consumer products, lifestyle, education, and can still be relatable and entertaining. And so it is a niche that I think has longevity in a way that very few others have. And I don't think it has as short as a life cycle for you being a creator in this niche, whereas you could easily phase out or outgrow other ones, or they could trend down. I don't think productivity will ever trend down. And so this niche also mints YouTube millionaires like many of the ones I mentioned. And it also obviously lends itself to things like affiliate marketing, both for software as a service, but also physical products that make your life better. It also can tie you directly to lifestyle brand opportunities to be a brand ambassador, still allows you to sell your own products. I mean, you could look at Ali Abdaal and his stationery brand as an example, or Lavendaire and her stationery brand and her products. There's just a lot going on there in terms of being able to sell your own things on top of affiliate and on top of sponsorships and very high ad revenue, because productivity allows you to go into every high CPM niche on YouTube at some point if you really wanted to work it out that way. Niche number 7 is the tutorials niche. The tutorials niche is actually where I started in YouTube, and you'd be shocked at how well it can pay. With tutorials, the ad revenue can widely vary, but it's almost never going to be less than double digits. And the thing is, the CPMs here can be wild, going all the way over $60 CPMs. But in terms of what's normal, it's much more normal to see $15 to $25 CPMs in the tutorials niche. I obviously am an Adobe Suite Master, so I use Adobe products and I use multiples of them: Premiere Pro, Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, Adobe Audition. This is really where I got my start in the industry, working in creative services and working at an ad agency. And I brought those things in tutorial form to YouTube in the early days. And surprisingly, many of those tutorials, because they're so evergreen, even though the software has been updated many times, still make me money years after I've uploaded those videos. And I actually plan to do more tutorials in the future, specifically around video editing to help content creators, and a few things to help you with editing things like podcast. The tutorial niche is obvious in terms of how it makes money because it lends itself to brand deals, Of course, you definitely should make sure you're checking out my videos on how to get better brand deals, especially if you're a small YouTuber or influencer. So those will be linked in the description down below. If you're watching on YouTube instead of one of the other platforms, it'll also be in the info card that will be right up here. You're gonna have the opportunity to make recurring affiliate revenue, sponsorships, and brand deals, but also when it comes to tutorial niche, like I said. So very high CPMs, but here is a bonus for you. You can actually make your own products that actually parallel and work with your space in the tutorials niche. If you're doing productivity, this might be something like Notion templates. If you're a Photoshop guy like me, then you can do digital download templates. I have the YouTube starter kit, which helps YouTubers with their thumbnails. We also have the title formulas. We have over 100 digital downloads and Photoshop files for a $99 bundle in the YouTube starter kit. So when I sell this is obviously one of my favorite ways to make money, but it uses my skills from Photoshop and it directly ties to tutorials that I can make. So it's the opportunity to directly sell to your audience something relevant to what you're talking about. If you're a photographer or a videographer on YouTube making editing tutorials, you can sell LUTs packs like Peter McKinnon does, color color grade presets, or just like Marquez Brownlee and iJustine, you could pair up with a company like Motion VFX, and then you could have your own animation templates and things for Premiere Pro, After Effects, Final Cut Pro, and of course DaVinci Resolve. So you can have a bundle like that and partner with a brand to sell a product, and there might be licensing according to that, or there might be upfront payment. So it's a collaboration opportunity. And finally, number 8, this one will actually shock you. The podcasting niche in YouTube is insanely profitable, and I don't know why so many of you are surprised. Long form content means that you can have more ads in a video justifiably. When you're doing an hour to 2 hour long podcast, it's not abnormal or unreasonable to have an ad insert from YouTube every 15 to 20 minutes. Your audience might actually enjoy the little break and opportunity to get up for a second. And so this is something that can be extremely lucrative. Also, because it's long form content, a lot of times people may just leave it on in the background and let those ads run. So it is an opportunity for you to usually make much higher ad rates than normal because of how many ad placements are in there naturally and without truly hurting the experience of the content. On top of that, you have the ability to do multiple sponsorships, multiple ad reads inside of a podcast episode, making every episode more valuable. It's also evergreen, and it has the distribution capability through the audio side of the podcast. And with the video side, you have the opportunity to repurpose a lot of the content by making shorts and clips. So you have multiple ways to monetize the same content, repurpose it, mirror it, cut it up any which way. This is on top of having the ability within that podcast episode, or all of its subsequent links, or all of its subsequent shorts and clips, to have links that could be either your own products or affiliate products. And podcasts are probably the most evergreen thing there is if you're not covering current events and news. It should not shock you that podcasts are so lucrative. My podcast, the Create Something Awesome Today podcast, actually has somewhere between a $25 to $30 CPM on average from the ads alone, but it also lends itself, since I do it as a live stream, to super chats. And so the audience is actually very supportive of that. Even with a small podcast, I've been able to make over $1,000 a month sometimes on this particular podcast. So this is something that more people are exploring. If you've wondered, why is everybody on YouTube starting a podcast? It's because it's so wildly profitable. And there you go. 8 profitable niches on YouTube and how they make their money. No fluff, just facts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you're checking out my video on the YouTube monetization process, including some updates you need to know about. Also, since I know that you care about money because you're watching this video, watch my Make Money Online playlist. I'm sure you'll find something interesting there. As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.